Hey folks, back with another unboxing here. This time of a pretty big Kickstarter game that just showed up. This is called Andromeda's Edge. Um, this is by Cardboard Alchemy. They're the same folks who brought you Dwellings of Eldervale. And this is, from what I understand, basically at a rudimentary level, Dwellings of Eldervale in space. Um, you're basically putting guys out on a board, exploring a universe, collecting resources. When you run out of guys to put out on the board, you pull them all back, and when you pull them all back, you assign them to slots on your board where they generate resources and take actions and stuff. So it's a very active game. There's combat against both other players and NPCs. Um, if it's anything like Dwellings of Eldervale, I'm gonna like this game a lot because I really like Dwellings of Eldervale. But I did want to show you. So this comes in a rather long box, and I just wanted to. I normally would just open this up, pull all this stuff out, and then go through the box, the main box. But I did want you to see sort of how this was packed. So on the top here we have 5 individual little cloth dice trays that are neoprene. Packed in here we have some wooden tokens that are printed on both sides. These are the moons, I believe, that you're one of the resources you're going to be gathering. Then we have some other tokens here. These are tokens you're going to get. I believe these go on the various resource tracks. Not resource. Yeah, I guess there's resource, like science and supremacy and that type of stuff. Those tracks. So these are other wooden tokens that you are going to accumulate. In here, we have what look to be coasters. 2, maybe. I don't know what they are. Why would you just have 2 coasters? But Cardboard Alchemy, that's that. Maybe they're coasters. I don't know. Who knows? Then we have a bunch of sleeves. Packs of various sleeves. Yes, even sleeves for the square cards. Check that out. And then your normal, what are they called? American sleeves. There's standard sleeves, and these are the mini Euros, I believe. And then these are some other sleeve size. So there's all that. And then we get down to the meat and potatoes of the game. So let's go ahead and see if I can't pull this out somehow. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Andromeda's Edge, the Deluxe Edition. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened up. This was taped to the cellophane. All minis are washed. All in addition. There is some spot UVing on the box. So let's get it opened up. Inside the box. Welcome to the Deluxe Dimension. Sorry. Welcome to the Deluxe Dimension. This is how it all fits back into the box sheet. That's nice. And it sort of, there's a sleeve here that it slides into and holds itself. That's pretty cool. All right, we got the rules of play. Glossy rule book. We've got 27 pages. Optional rules, card types, how to go through everything, player setup, game setup, all of the components. A lot going on, at least to say. Appendix. The appendix is 27 pages. All your battle cards, conflict cards, every single thing you wanted to look up, all the different, the Funginar, Sporgots, the Jelluloid, Technoblorbs, the Crawlin, the Elders of Dwellinon, any other fun? The Pulse War, Refugees, Space Pirates of Nightmare Cove, Plutonian Empire, Nebulon Cloud People. Everybody is in this game. Andromeda's Edge Escalation. This is the expansion, I believe. Adds a 5th player. Yeah, 5-player setup. New regions, new stuff. Solo. Typical expansion type stuff. Then we have, these look like reference sheets. Yes, these are all reference sheets. And then like a general reference sheet. So, that's good. Get that back in here. This is a player board, maybe for the solo, I'm guessing, because it's separate, probably. And then here are the normal player boards. They are double-sided, but the only difference is that you're going to be laying tiles out to the right of wherever this column is here. So if you want to have your tiles on your right side and expand that way, then you would put it this way. And if you want to expand off your left side, you would flip it over and use the opposite side. But these are the player boards. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half punch boards. These are going to be all the tiles that you're going to be exploring. I'm not really going to open that up and go in there, but it's your typical punch board. Looks actually fairly thick per punch board, so that's nice. All right, here we have some washed minis. These are the base ships, I believe. They are washed. They do have it's actually a decent wash. It seems fairly, get a couple of them out here, fairly uniform. And you can see they're even washed underneath as well. So they did a good job with that wash, I would think. Then we have, these are some of the NPCs you can run into. We get a couple of these ships. That looks pretty cool. That looks great. Let's see what this one looks like. That one's got yellow on the bottom. He's hollow. These are all, there are stands for all of these. This one kind of has a interesting look to it. Here's all the stands and bases. Then we have some other ships in here. And then some even more ships. So we have this little tentacly looking guy. Got tentacles going all over the place. And then we have one that's just a crystal, a crystalline entity. Is that how that went in there? Yeah. And then that just kind of sat on top of there like that. And then the lid goes on. It keeps everything nice and stationary. All right, we have two. These are two trays on top. They're nested in each other. And those were over here on the side like that. So those come out. There's one on each side. Same thing. Now we've got... Get that out of there. Man. It's really in there. There we go. These are bases for various things. You're going to put these out on the board, and you're going to slot your worker people into them. Oh, this is interesting. I'll show you this. Both sides of this expand. So these two flaps were pushed down in the corners here, but they open up. And you're going to put tiles in here. I don't know how long that's going to last, to be honest with you. If you're doing that over and over again, they may not last too terribly long. Let's get the lid back on here. That tray. Then we have all the player trays here. Nothing inside, but you're going to store your components. You're going to use the top of the lid as you play to track your resources. Looks like general organization resource trays in the center here. Then over here we have a tray that has a brick of cards in it, and then a tray to put other pieces. All right, then we have some singular punch boards. These are the different races you could be. We've got some sort of blue resource trackers. There's some metal. Those aren't metal. They're plastic, but they represent iron or something of that nature. These are your workers, or whatever you want to call them. I forget what they're called. That get put out on the end of those buildings that I showed you earlier. There's some more resources. Probably some sort of black ore. These are metal. These are coins. Open those up. You can see a couple of them. Those are definitely metal. And then we'll take this insert out. And then we have the main board. I am not going to fold that out. And then we have all the other bits and bobs that are scattered all over the place. Here's some acrylic cylinders. Got some pretty cool custom dice that have... that's pretty nice. Let me see if you guys can see this. I don't know if you can tell how that looks. It looks great in the light. It looks like it's like galaxies in the dice. It looks very cool. We've got cylinders, screen printed on one side, on some of them, others are not. A whole helping of green cubes. This is your energy. We have damage tokens, so some things can be damaged, and this is how you track them with these little tokens here. We have some marbled versions of those tokens. Well, I'm not sure what those do. Then we have some tiny D6 dice of various colors. I think those are the battling die. We have 2 more bricks of cards, Edge Deck M2, Edge Deck M3. We have another mini. I'm not sure what that is for. Nebulon Cloud People. These must be some of the player race boards. Astrodracus. Stickers. Yes, stickers. Tiny cards. So we have normal card size there. We have tiny card decks here. More normal edge cards. And what's under here? We got Flamecraft setup. Flamecraft spacecraft. I'm not sure how this is incorporated. Then we have the Scrapyard board, which is also the repair barge. And then we have the round tracker, which is this bad boy right here. It's already bent up a little bit because it's a tight fit in that bottom of that tray. That's why. So that goes there. I'm sure there's something online on how all this goes back together. But I'm not going to bother with it right now. I just want to make sure I can get this thing back on top. Perfect. And then these were on the sides like this. I bet all those tiles are stored in these. What was next? What was next? Oh wait, the board was under that. Right? Or was it on top of this? I don't remember, but I also don't think it matters. I know that was there. And then we had this. It was like that. This was like that. The board was under there for sure. These were just laying like that, I think. And then all the punch boards and stuff on top. I'm not going to put this back together because I'm probably going to start going through it and organizing it. At least I need to. But anyways, that was the unboxing for Andromeda's Edge. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching.